Hi everyone, this is Rich Berliner from Connected Real Estate Magazine, coming to you from the Realcomm show in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. I'm here with Bert Van Hoof from Microsoft Azure. Am I getting that right? Is saying Azure?
Right, yes.
Good. Okay, and so we wanted to talk today about what's happened. We interviewed you last year at this show too.
Yeah.
We want to know what's happened in that year with the cloud, with Azure, and what you're doing, Bert. Please.
Oh my gosh, yeah, what a difference a year makes, right? So last year, we came at the show, we were pretty last minute because we thought we were doing some innovative work that would benefit the real estate community. And it was a pre-announcement of sorts. We had 8 partners that were working on a limited preview program around what became Azure Digital Twins, but we talked about it as spatial intelligence capabilities last year. But these were partners pretty far along with their solutions built on that limited preview. And wow, you know, look around here now. We this year we showed up again. We're at the center of the activity. We have over 30 partners now.
Wow.
So pretty impressive.
Yeah, I remember Steelcase was here with you last year. Are they still a partner?
Yeah, they're still here. They're right over there, actually. So all the 8 that were here are still actively developing and have made a lot of progress in their own right.
Gotcha. So,
Yep.
Bert, talk me through digital twins. It's a term I've heard before. We've been at these shows a ton of times.
Yes.
What does a digital twin mean to Azure?
Yeah, so I mentioned the spatial intelligence capabilities. I would say that's part of the core of what we offer to the market that is kind of differentiating, right? So what we found is that when people engage with these Internet of Things applications, that we made a ton of progress in the early days of that with industrial IoT. And those are things and systems of things, all operating. You can do remote monitoring, predictive maintenance, all of that. But once you start to look at whether it's connected vehicles or real estate and buildings, you start to realize there's a much bigger picture. There are people operating in those spaces, right? So now you need the ability to really correlate the people, places, and devices interactions. And that's how you make sense out of an application. And we realized there was no good solution for that. Digital twins as such is not a new term or a new concept. It's been around for a very long time, for decades actually. But it was mostly applied to these kind of applications like rocket engines or airplane engines or car manufacturing, and all legit, right? So if you search about a year ago for the term digital twin, you would find, you hit the images tab in Google or Bing, you would find literally thousands of images with some sort of engine with a 3D holographic image right next to it. And so that's relevant and important, right? You saw the evolution of, I can have a binary representation of a physical object, then 3D came into the mix over the years. And then we brought in IoT, so now you can get data, so the whole product lifecycle management aspect comes into the mix. We're not trying to displace any of those things, right? So we already have partners doing those type of capabilities in the market. What we're bringing into the mix is this spatial intelligence graph where we can do these models of people, places, devices, and now you can do more rich reasoning over all of those interactions, and that's not new.
So your part of this is horsepower, it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. And we're also trying to democratize the concept. That's very important, right? So we're getting it out of the realm of the rocket engines and say you can now apply this to buildings, to cities, to the electrical grid, to all of these different applications where one of the things we found that as you create these models in like a smart building, I can model the different regions I operate in, I can model the venues or the buildings, the floors, the spaces within there, all the way down to the furniture. But when I talk about the smart grid, for instance, now I deal with a very different topology of things I want to model, right? I have all the aspects of the energy grid of generation, transmission, distribution. All of a sudden I'm dealing with very different topics like transformers and substations and all of these things. But digital twins allows you to model any of those type of IoT applications.
So what should commercial real estate people who are here at this show talk about and understand about Azure this year, now that we're a year from when this all got started?
Yeah, I mean, cloud in general is a big topic as well. Obviously, that's very, very far along. We're one of the big players in that space. There's a layering, you get cloud, Internet of Things is building on top of that, and with that fabric now you get all these new artificial intelligence capabilities that are building out. All very relevant to the real estate market as well. And similarly there is, although it's been in existence, we're trying to make it simpler, democratize, make it accessible. It's still too hard, right? So over the last 5 years we built more and more fabric at the core platform as a service building blocks, but as well as something like a more elevated service like digital twins, which turns out to be a more natural way to model this type of solutions. And then all the way now into the IoT app platform space where we're having something like IoT Central. And so yeah, we're providing the fabric. Everything we do is around partner enablement. And so that's where we're proud of this rapid growing set of partners even in this space.
So you wanted to do the hand sweep to show the partner pavilion.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Vanna, you wanted to be Vanna White.
We're proud of that.
That is a good thing.
Happy campers, and we have a very humble attitude about all this. We are cloud experts, IoT experts, AI experts. We need to mingle that with the domain expertise of the partners, right?
Gotcha.
That's where it becomes real.
Got it. Thank you. We're out of time now, but thanks. Bert Van Hoof from Microsoft. Thank you very much.